Hello, this is Michelle Barr. Thank you so much for joining me for Chakra Money Map Challenge. Here we are, day 7, the crown chakra. Just getting everything lined up here. The crown chakra. We've been journeying through all the chakras, and there are a lot of different ways to work with the chakras. You can pick a chakra and do a deep dive. You can pick a chakra and go into all the energy around that chakra and what comes up for you. Or you can do like we're doing in this journey, and we're going through all the chakras with a focus, a very clear focus on money. And it's your intention and your focus, so that when you say, I'm taking this journey and my intention and focus is on money, then trust that every single thing that comes up is going to have to do with your money. Also, you can go into the chakras, especially if you're working with a healer, and you can journey through the chakras and see what comes up, and there can be varying things coming up. I love seeing that people in this group are starting to take this journey. They're posting about it. I'm loving it. Take the journey. Take time to go through each day of the journey. You don't have to do it as quickly as I've moved you through it. This is a tool. It's a tool for you to use over and over and over again. These videos, these trainings, this healing and clearing work will remain in this group. And if you know other people who want and need it, send them over to join us in this group. Let's get started with the crown chakra. I've really gotten in myself in a place to make this video for you of very high vibe and very high energy, because the crown chakra is all about essence, and it's about feeling, and it's about being much more than doing. So what I want you to understand is when you come up into this high space, everything above the heart, and especially the third eye and the crown, money is simply energy. Money doesn't have the same physical meaning as it does when you work your way into the body and on the physical plane. But people who are living way too much up here, and I was once one of them, end up with a physical world and a physical life that has a lot of mess, a lot of disconnect, a lot of things falling apart, a lot of relationships falling apart, being broke, doing work you don't love, a lot of toxic environments, toxic emotions, a lot of those lower vibe energies. The crown chakra is really about your essence and the being and the energy, and how this connects to money is the more you can stay connected to source and connected to your true self, the more everything will work its way down into your physical world. We are not meant to want to get away from earthly things up into what feels like bliss and heaven, but to pull that bliss and heaven down through our body and anchor it and be in the world connected equally to the heart and center of Mother Earth and to the heart and center of Creator, all that is. The crown chakra, at this level, you realize that lack of money is a symptom. And it could be showing up in different chakras. That's why we're journeying this whole journey through the chakras. Money is energy. We can locate the chakra imbalance. Each day I'm giving you things to work with to say, oh, this might be why the symptom is showing up here and showing up like it is. Let me work with this chakra. Ultimately, working with all the chakras, getting them all aligned. How I take you through that clearing and healing and meditation, and we connect into the heart of Mother Earth, and then we connect into the heart of Creator, and we bring that rod of light down so that all the chakras align and our energy aligns into it. This journey is a journey of trust. It's a journey of trust in yourself. It's a journey of trust in spirit. And it's a journey of trust in the process. It's a journey of learning and trusting and living by and with the universal laws. That's something that I have done. It's something I do. And over time, I've come to absolutely trust and believe in the universal laws. And the more I live in accordance with them, my life works. Things work. I've been talking to you each day about different universal laws, one being that wherever there is a desire, a way has already been made. Spirit, God, Creator would not plant a desire in your heart and then tell you that you can't have it or you can't have it now. So learning to trust your desires and recognizing where ego is coming in and trying to keep you safe and comfortable. The more you can come up into this place, you remember who you are and you remember whose you are. This is about essence more than words, confidence, knowing, connectedness. It's a state of being. This is the place where you become calm, centered, grounded, focused, and clear. When you can get through all the crap and you can get to this place and reconnect with who you are and reconnect with Source. As related to money, when you reconnect here, you can really live the universal law that Source is your source. Source is your source. Money comes from spirit through people. So the need to take aligned action toward what you say you want most, and to be out in the world opening the channels, and then spirit brings you what you want and need. When you take aligned action and you connect with your desire. That was a huge shift for me when I learned to stop looking at if my husband made more money, if I made more money, if I could find more money, whatever it was, my clients, if they would pay me, if I could find more clients to pay me. And that creates a lot of energy you do not want or need. When you can look up, Source is my source. Source is my source. Everything comes from Source through people. You can let go of some of that struggle and learn to trust. Ask and it is given is found in every sacred text. It is universal law. It is a sacred promise. We are the ones who are misperceiving it, misunderstanding it, or blind to it. The minute you start asking, it starts coming to you. And everything that shows up that is not in alignment with that is not a no. It's not God saying, not you, not now. It's not a no. Spirit wants for you what you want for you. And people misinterpret this and they stop themselves. What shows up that is crap is your crap. It's everything that is not in alignment, and it shows up to be cleared, healed, and resolved so you can receive and allow everything you want. When we send mixed messages, when we say what we want and we make an ask and then we tell all the reasons we can't, shouldn't, won't have it, or should, could, would do something else, the universe gets in a holding pattern with you. Learn to make a clear ask sprung from your desire and send it out into the universe, and learn to read the feedback. Everything that comes back shows you everything that comes back that pleases you and that you want and that you're asking for, shows you where you're already aligned. So celebrate that, look at that, work with that more and more. And everything that shows up that is your stuff, your crap, bad things happening to you, that is what needs to be cleared, healed, and resolved, because you're not in alignment. And the universe is saying, you can have everything you want. It's on its way. We're going where you're asking to go, but you can't take that with you. So we got to deal with it right now. And if you trust that, the whole world opens up to you, and so many get stopped and stuck there. The other thing that happens is when you make a clear ask out of your desire, opportunities show up. Sometimes you can't see them because of your limiting beliefs, your toxic environments, your toxic emotions. You're putting everybody else's stuff ahead of your own. You're disconnected from source. And sometimes you don't want to see the opportunities, because the best ones, the ones that are going to lead you to everything you want, to that breakthrough and that transformation, they're uncomfortable. They're going to stretch and grow you. Otherwise, you would already have them. Think about that. They're uncomfortable. They're inconvenient. They're illogical. That's why I teach you to follow the breadcrumbs. I've learned to follow the breadcrumbs and trust myself, trust spirit, trust the process, and trust universal laws. Hi, thank you. Come on in. Because we don't always know. We only need to know the next step. And if you'll follow that breadcrumb, you change everything, including yourself energetically, then the next can open up for you. This is about getting connected and staying connected, building in practices. Are you just doing spiritual practices and being connected and sitting with spirit and sitting in the power and going to that higher guidance when you really need it or when you're in crisis? Or is this part of your life, not just when you have time? Inspiration comes in through the crown chakra and works its way down into the body. And I love this. It's something that you will see over time, and you've seen it in your own life and probably learned a couple of hard lessons. Spirit drops an idea, an inspiration into your mind. The best time to act on it is that moment. That's when all the doors have flung open, the red carpet has been rolled out. And if you'll act right then, everything is lined up for you. That doesn't mean you won't get another chance. But if you're bumping up against a wall and you retreat, that wall is still going to be there when you come back. Have you ever seen yourself, or you read those stories where the greatest inventions, the greatest ideas and inspirations have been dropped into more than one person's energy? But who acted on it when you didn't, and it took off? And then you say, I had that same idea. I thought of that. But did you implement it? Did you take inspired action? And did you do it right when it came to you? We have been talking during this whole challenge about moving away from pain-driven motivation to purpose-driven motivation and pleasure-driven motivation. And this is where you can start acting on inspiration and being motivated by pure inspiration. This is where divine guidance, purpose, wisdom come through this channel. People who are living in the upper chakras too much, I talked about that. This is about balancing the inner and outer person, connecting to the higher self, really getting to know that energy, being able to come in and out of that energy. This is about belief and disbelief, connection and disconnection, transcending our self-imposed limitations. Whatever you say is. That's universal law. I've been inviting you to see what stories you're telling, what money stories, what life stories, what stories are you telling that you then have to live out. The more you can get rid of those stories, you're going to benefit. Whatever you say is. This is where you have access to extreme clarity and enlightened wisdom. It's all there for you. Once I connected with that and I saw it's always there for me, I learned how to use it consciously, purposefully, intentionally, and that's the key. This is about learning the difference between your ego and your intuition. Oh, Spirit told me. Oh, God told me. Oh, my soul said. Oh, I asked another intuitive person or healer and they said. And then your ego coming in and trying to keep you safe and comfortable. A big one is Spirit never uses fear to speak to you. And I've seen people come with messages that included fear and shoulds and should nots and can't and won't. That's not Spirit. Spirit is always expansive. Spirit is always for more life and more growth. Look in nature. It's the same as above, so below. You can count on that. It's about your inner critic versus your guide, and connecting so much more with your guide and not letting your inner critic drive your bus. The colors associated with the crown chakra are purple and white, clear. Clear and white hold all color. It's the prism. Think of the prism. You are the prism. I have this healing work that I do where I am the prism and every color comes through me. Every color comes through my chakras and is expressed out. So you have the prism and you have source light coming in, one pure source light coming into everybody. And then it comes out the different chakras to be expressed into the world. You are the prism. Again, that's why we're working through all these chakras. Life lessons in this chakra include intuitive knowing, integration of the whole self, spirituality, living in the now, discovery of the divine, the ability to see the big picture, the higher vision. This ability will serve you well. Devotion, inspiration, core values. Do you know yours? And are you living them? Ethics, trust, humanitarianism, how you are as a whole and how you fit into the whole, the one and the all. This chakra stores information about your connection to the divine and your life's purpose, your connection to spiritual energy. You can experience lack of purpose, loss of meaning or identity, and you can go here to work with that. There are a lot of ways and means, and I do this with my clients to really work on that. Your true soul identity, your soul message expressed, your purpose, your divine purpose, your soul message. Things can show up around not living your life purpose, and money affects this. For years, I was not living my life purpose. Part of the time I didn't know it, and then I went through some blessings which brought opportunities for me to discover it and have a spiritual awakening. And then as I'd step in, my life would be so blessed in every area, and as I'd step away from it, my life would start having issues. And once I fully merged my life purpose, my soul purpose, and my work in the world, my work, my play, everything, so that I'm one whole person. I used to segment off. I worked for a time under the medical model. I worked in a psychiatric hospital. I worked in shelters and crisis centers. I worked in organizations where I had to uphold certain values that were not my core values. I couldn't do some of the things that I knew really worked. I had a private practice, I had clients, I was a figurehead, and I had to be a certain way, so I would compartmentalize. And once I was able to fully bring all those pieces of me, my life this past decade has been unrecognizable from 10 years ago, especially from 20 years ago, before my spiritual awakening. So first it was the spiritual awakening which bettered my life, but my life purpose and soul purpose include anointing spiritual teachers and waking spiritual teachers up and getting spiritual teachers out into the world and out into the marketplace, learning how to build a business and a life that serves them while they serve everybody else. So guess what part of my early journey was? To work in a lot of places where that wasn't happening and to experience firsthand the suffering of that. So not everybody has to do what I did to live their soul purpose, but that's what I have to do. I have to live a seamless life where I am this all the time, and where I help others that I am called to help. I want you to know that the universal stream of well-being always is. You are not sometimes receiving well-being and sometimes receiving the opposite of well-being. This is your perception. The universal stream of well-being and divine guidance is always open. You have a hose and you're crimping the hose. And this creates a lot of insight for people with my clients. When I'm working with my clients, are you crimping the hose? You're allowing in none, a little bit more, or a lot, or all of it. You are either open or closed to the universal stream of well-being and divine guidance. Reaching well-being and success in one area of life can have you then self-sabotaging in another area for a lot of different reasons. You can create worry and anxiety, and worry is a habit and it's serving you in some way. But it is wasted energy and it's draining your energy and it's telling stories that then you will live out. It affects greatly how we feel about what we deserve, and that affects our money. You may feel you can't have it all. You may feel separated from what you want most. You may feel cut off from abundance. Having a solid chakra system and having that crown open while being grounded and living connected to both places helps you develop abundance in all areas of your life. Not living too much in the higher chakras, or people who've lived too much in the lower chakras. And the heart is right in the middle, so there's a lot there that opens all this up. Developing abundance in all areas of your life. Become a match to abundance. Yes, thank you, Barb. It is so true when people get this. Becoming a match to abundance. Taking physical action. Getting inspired in spirit, inspired, and it comes down, then you get the vision of it, then you speak it. How did the world come into being? It was spoken into form. Then you bring it through your heart, you engage your will and your determination, and you stand in your power as the powerful creator to push it out into the world, and you go into that creative sacral space and you get all that energy that's there and you create it, and then you ground it and anchor it into the earth. That's how you manifest. Where are you missing in that process? Where are you self-sabotaging? Where are you circumventing or blocking the energy? There are spiritual practices that I have, And I have business practices, and my spiritual practices and business practices are equally important. Do you do yoga? Do you meditate? Do you journal? Do you reflect? Do you worship? Whatever that is for you. Not just sometimes, but regularly, to keep that channel open. The shift here is I am connected to the divine and I recognize myself as divine. I am connected to the divine and I recognize myself as divine. The key here is keeping your connection open and strong. You may think and say, I am not smart enough. I am not strong enough. I am not good enough. I am not prepared enough. I am not ready. I am not credentialed enough. I am not fill in the blank enough. And so you've concluded, I am not enough. We all come from the same divine spark. You are enough. You are so enough. It is incredible how enough you are. You might think and say, they won't pay for this. I don't have the right fill in the blank to succeed. My expertise is common sense. Who would want what I offer? I have nothing to offer. I can't compete. You don't have to compete. You have a soul message to be expressed. Your journey, your powerful stories have led you to this moment. Those experiences I experienced, even the challenge and suffering, led me to my life purpose and my soul purpose. You have a unique combination that creates a unique contribution in the world. And that is what I do, is help people get out in the world with that. People won't hire me in this economy. Who am I to do this? The people I serve have no money. That's not up to you either. But if you tell that story, whatever you say is. Money comes from spirit through people. How about you trust and suspend disbelief so it can come from anywhere, from all kinds of places? That's when it gets really fun. There are too many people already doing this. No, I help you designate. Nobody else has your unique combination. And if you'll get out in the world living your soul purpose with your unique contribution, and then you learn how to message that and launch that into the marketplace, you will have no competition and nobody else is already doing it. Nobody else is already doing you. And there are people waiting for you. I shouldn't charge for this. Don't even get me started on my platform of spirituality and money and people who have spiritual business and are using their gifts in the marketplace being expected not to charge or not charge very much. And that whole thing, it's time to clean up our crap about money. And I get hate mail about it because that's part of my mission. That is part of why I'm here, is to stop that. The world is different now. There was a time when people who did what we do, they were taken care of by their whole village. They had their blessing bowl and they went out. And the whole town fed and clothed and housed them and threw gold coins in their bowl, and they just did their work. They were still receiving payment and energy exchange. Ministers used to be housed by their parishes, by their communities, by their church. Some still are, but that doesn't happen as much. So we've shifted so much, but we haven't changed the way we take care of the helpers and healers in our world. Stick around, connect with me on Facebook. I talk about this a lot. It's very important. People don't want what I provide. People won't pay my full fee. I will have to discount to get clients. I'm not as good as fill in the blank. I can't take care of myself. I can't possibly charge that much. You concluded, I am not valuable. You are here, which means you have value, and there are people waiting to receive value from you, the value that only you can bring. You are valuable simply by being, especially up here in the crown chakra where we are today, right now. You are valuable simply by being who you are here and now. You think and say, I can't have it all. I don't really need as much money as I think I need. I only want enough to get by. They'll think I'm greedy and inauthentic. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have time to do my soul purpose. I don't have money to do my soul purpose. But when I do, you can bet I'll be doing it. I never win. It won't work out for me, so why bother? It will cost a lot. I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be greedy. You concluded, I am not prosperous, and there is not enough for everyone. Your journey is your journey. Remember the principle from day one in the root chakra? You having more won't cause anyone else to have less. This is between you and spirit. So many fears, and yet the answers are all inside you. You are always enough. There's this body of work which is amazing. It's part energy, part psychology, and you answer all these questions, and it shows you which of these energies you're living in the most, normally and when you're in stress. And what's attached to it is our belief about winning. So in the lower chakras, it's about somebody else has to lose for me to win. I just want to make sure that I don't lose. So a lot of you are just playing not to lose. Or the energy of, I win, you have to lose. And then you move up a little bit and you say, how could we both win? You win, I win. But you're still in this struggle. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose. First, you just don't want to lose. Then you want to win. Then you eventually, well, how could we both win? How could there be more than one winner? When you get into these higher chakras, here in the sixth chakra, you are always winning. And this is a tough one, but I'm totally here and I've been living it a long time. When you are willing to take 100% responsibility for your life, you get more power. Can you believe? Everyone is always winning all the time. You are always winning. You're a powerful creator. What have you created? I woke up at different times in my life, including my first spiritual awakening, and I thought, oh my gosh, what in the world is this? Well, I created it. I can change it. If it's here, it's serving you in some way. Can you even go there? You might want to. And here in the crown chakra, winning is an illusion. This is about illusion busting. There's constrictive thinking I talk about every time, and then there's expansive thinking. And at the crown chakra, you got to be all about expansive thinking, about more life. Being always in it and keeping yourself aligned and in the flow as much as possible. You know, if you've been on any of these others with me yet, and if not, go back and do the other days. Work with this and continue to work with this. You will know that this is not about just teaching and training. I'm holding the energy here. I am an energy healer. I'm an intuitive. I'm a healer. I'm an energy reader, mover, and manager. And so I've created this to get in and help you move energy. Then what you do with it will continue to keep you in the energy you want and move you more and more into the energy you want or not. So I'm working with energetic tools, and I will again, we're getting ready to go into the clearing and healing portion of today for the crown chakra. And some of you may not know what I'm talking about or want to as far as what different modalities I'm using, but I have some modalities that are my go-tos for clearing and healing and resolving. And some of you may be interested. So you don't have to know how any of this works for it to work, but I'm going ahead and sharing with you. They are Access Consciousness, the One Command, Theta Healing, Sacred Soul Alignment, Ho'oponopono, and Matrix Energetics. Some of the things you're going to want to do here is the number one block in this chakra is cutting yourself off from all well-being, crimping the hose, where and why. Then starting to learn more and more about frequency and vibration. What energetic frequency are you vibrating at? What state of being are you able to hold, and for how long? Your money is affected by your frequency and vibration. Your money stories will change your vibration, and you'll be living whatever you say is. The universe does not listen to your words. It responds to your vibration. Emotions are energy in motion. Your emotions go out there. The strength of your energy affects all of this. Just like we talked about in the second chakra, you being responsible for your emotional management and mastery in the physical, in the lower chakras, in the physical, managing your emotions and then learning to master them. Up here, it's about monitoring your state of being. Monitoring your frequency and your vibration, your state of being. Some of the tools for that, there's no food for this chakra. Fasting and detoxing, incense, smudging, and herbs. I tell you each day about certain essential oils to use. For the crown chakra, Melissa brings in light, powerful oil. Purify for purification. Frankincense, a sacred oil, connects you to the divine. Sandalwood, sacred devotion. Zendocrine, transition. Wintergreen, surrender. And myrrh, another sacred oil. Now I want to tell you about sandalwood. It may or may not for you. When I smell sandalwood, I'm immediately taken into sacred devotion. I recognize it at a very deep level, and it works for me really fast. Healing crystals in purple and clear quartz, selenite, amethyst, moldavite. I have right here a selenite heart from John of God. I have my amethyst cluster on my desk when I'm working with my clients and when I'm doing my work, and I have a piece of moldavite. It's dense until you hold it up to the light. Moldavite is a very transformational stone that you want to know you're ready for transformation. Clear quartz, remember, you are the prism. And something I've told you every day during this challenge, money is not a measure of your value and worth. You are valuable, you are worthy, you are here. You are a divine spark. We all come from the same one, and we are all connected. Money is a measure of the value and worth you are putting out into the world. And if you take one huge thing from all this, and I have some feedback already from people that this is shifting them. Day one, someone heard this, and after going through it, she booked 2 new clients. Play with this, work with this, test this out. Money is a measure of the value and worth you are putting out into the world. Are you putting your value and worth out into the world? And every day we've been rating on our scale of 1 to 10. And there is an 8th day after this. So if you've missed any of these, I'm going to read through all of them and have you rate again. But rating each day on the scale of 1 to 10. And when I come back for day 8, I'm going to be doing a live clearing, healing, downloads, alignment, and I'm going to help you with your chakra money map. And with, this is a part of it, this information. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel a very strong trust in the universe and God. I feel continually connected to my soul and life purpose. I feel divinely guided and safe most of the time. I see myself as a reflection of the divine, a co-creator with God. I see that anything is possible in every moment. Anything is possible in every moment. Universal law, universal guiding principle, one of the 9 I use in my life and my business. You have a choice point in every moment. A choice point in every moment. Everything matters. Everything counts. This whole thing about being a co-creator with God, the more I got into that space, the more my work became something I was co-creating with God. I trust God and the universe, spirit, to do its part as long as I'm doing my part. You have permission to create and have as much money as you want. Spend it however you want. You do not need the approval of others unless you choose that path. That's all energy. Where are you giving away your power that's affecting your money? Where is money controlling you instead of you controlling it? It's about you manifesting money into form from energy, from spirit through you. Did you get that? No, you are not your money. Money is a tool. Money is energy. We're going to go into our inhale, exhale meditation we've been doing each day. And now when you practice, you can practice with the root chakra and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra and the heart chakra and the throat chakra and the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, because we are activating all of those and have activated all of those. When you're doing this for yourself, you're going to do this until it feels heavy and full. We're going to do it 3 times. 3 is often a sacred number you see doing things in 3 repetitions. When we're breathing in through the nose and we're saying, I am inhaling money. When we're exhaling out of the mouth and we're saying, I am exhaling the lack of money. And as you're doing this, you're going to really breathe into the crown chakra, and each chakra you're doing it with. So you could take the 3 that I just talked to you about, and you could do 3 rounds in each chakra, breathing into that chakra, saying the same thing. So now, breathing in through your nose. I am inhaling money, really focused on breathing in through the crown. Exhaling. I am exhaling the lack of money. Feeling it in the crown. Breathing in. I am inhaling money, feeling that in the crown. I am exhaling the lack of money. And one more time, breathing in through the nose. I am inhaling money. Exhaling through the mouth, feeling it in the crown. I am exhaling the lack of money. And now recall the memory and feeling of having money. How did it feel? What? Reach for the highest feelings you can. Joy, gratitude, power. Get really in that high vibe. Recall the memory and feeling of manifesting money, of bringing money in, of having money, and place that under your feet and hold it there. Expanding the feeling to Mother Earth, up to Creator and beyond, creating a bubble, an expanding bubble, moving your energy away from your body, creating a bubble with all the goodness and magic that we are doing right now inside of it. Expanding your energy out to connect with and match up to and align with everything you say you want most. And then taking aligned action, do the inner work and the outer work. Expanding. And now focus your attention at the crown and hold it. Hold it. There is, if you follow Abraham Hicks, a teaching that is so great. You can Google 17 seconds, 68 seconds. And it's hard in the beginning or challenging in the beginning to hold a high vibration of that for any length of time before something gets in there and starts messing with it. So it's no longer pure thought and pure feeling. But when you practice, you can elevate that ability. So starting, if you could hold that for 17 seconds, which I just did, I counted out 17 seconds while we were doing that, and work your way up to 68 seconds, you'll be amazed at what you can call in and manifest. So that's a tool for you really to work with and to use. We're going to create our energy puck for this chakra. This is one of my favorite tools. We've done it every time. You can keep doing this. You're going to reach your hand out, stretch, palm up, and then put it out to the side. Close your eyes, suspend disbelief, and we're calling in everything you need, all the energy you need, supportive and empowering, clearing and healing and resolving energy into this energy puck. You don't have to know what it is. You might feel sensations. You might feel a heaviness. You might feel a tingling. You might feel your palm warming up or opening up. It's all good. It's all right. Filling that puck with all the energy. Knowing you're getting exactly what you need and want right now. And there's no wrong, because your higher self is always there in partnership and always allows and creates only what you are ready for. And now bringing that back and putting that into the crown. Receiving and allowing that energy in the crown. Receiving and allowing that energy. Feeling around the crown. Really activating that, letting that come in. Opening that crown. Allowing that energy to keep working. We're going to breathe into our heart. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Breathe right into our heart. And now lowering your gaze behind your closed lids or relaxed eyes, going all the way down through the solar plexus, through the sacral, through the root, down your legs, out the bottom of your feet, roots, going deep, deep, deep into Mother Earth and wrapping around that crystal and pulling that supportive, empowering energy back up through the bottom of your feet, back up through your root chakra, back up through your sacral chakra, back up through your solar plexus, back into your heart, breathing out your heart. Breathing in your heart, now raising your gaze behind closed lids or relaxed, softened eyes. Gazing up, letting that energy carry you up that rod of light, through your throat, through your third eye, through your crown, out your crown, and up, up, up. Raising your gaze changes your brainwave state. All the way up into the heart of Creator, Creator of all that is, by whatever name you call that. Just sitting in that energy. This is where you're connecting when you connect with your crown. Pulling in that energy. Sitting at the foot of Creator, basking in that light, knowing you are made up of that light. Every cell opening, remembering its purpose, remembering what it does. Part of the whole that is you, and you are part of the whole of all that is. Now coming back down, that rod of light through your crown, through your third eye, activating that pineal that we talked about in day 6, coming back through your throat and back down into your heart, breathing out your heart and breathing in your heart. Feeling that rod of light from the heart of Creator all the way down in your body, all the way down into the heart of Mother Earth, and every chakra lining up and your energy coming into complete alignment. Your pineal, that ball of golden light, pulsating, fully open. Your sacred heart, your high heart, right behind your heart, which leads you into the void of all possibility, where anything and everything can be created. That ball of light opening and dropping into your sacral, where that ball of golden light sits. Connecting you as you come into full alignment with your chakra open, like the lotus flower, opening to source, so bright, and you become the prism where source light, one light, comes through you from the back and comes out through your root as red light, comes out through your sacral chakra as orange light, comes out through your solar plexus as golden yellow light, comes out through your heart as green light, followed by pink light, comes out through your throat as blue light, comes out through your third eye as indigo light, comes out through your crown as violet light, turning to clear white light. Sit in this as we call in to clear all the debris that is left in our field from this work, from every day you've done of this and today. Creator, it is commanded, cleanse and protect. Sitting in your bubble, cleanse and protect. Allowing and receiving. This energy, this light is called in. And what will come to you is what you are willing and ready to receive and allow. And now, Creator of all that is, download into this person who is saying yes, God's definition of alignment, followed by God's definition of abundance, followed by God's definition of prosperity. Receive these 3 golden coins as gifts coming into you. Alignment, abundance, and prosperity. Receive and allow. This energy will continue to work on you for 72 hours. So pay attention to your body. If it's thirsty, if it's tired, if it's hungry, if it wants water, if it wants more nourishment, if it wants leafy greens, if it wants minerals, definitely make sure you have enough minerals. If you want to walk barefoot out on the earth, if you want to hold a sacred object, if you want to burn a fire and sit in front of it, light a candle, if you want to smell incense or oils, whatever that is. I've told you before, and I have it right here, rose oil is measured as the highest vibrational oil, and joy is measured as the highest vibrational energy. Before I started this, I smelled the rose oil to take me up into that place. Use these tools, whatever tools speak to you. I hope that you will go through all of this and continue to use these tools. And we're not done yet, because we're going to have an integration day, what I call day 8. We're going to work with the chakra money map. We're going to create. We're going to clear, heal, and resolve. And then you can continue to use these tools, to use these videos, to use this teaching. And if you want to journey further with me, if you want to reach out and talk with me, I'm on Facebook. Connect with me, send me a private message, post on Facebook if you want to start a dialogue. Come into the community, Marketing and Mindset for Spiritual Entrepreneurs, where all these videos are, and talk about them. You're going to see in there some people having a lot of fun with this, posting pictures, sharing their experiences. Come in. This is going to be ongoing. We are going to keep working with these into the new year. I really wanted you to go through all this. You can go through it any time and then keep using it throughout all of 2018. So no matter when you're finding this video, no matter when you're coming in, trust in divine orchestration and divine right timing, and trust the process. I'm here as a guide for you. Connect with me and stay connected. Connect with this community. Blessings to you, and thank you so much. I will talk to you again soon.